So I thought I'd give just a quick briefing on how we see strategy to be at the center of all management systems. Or to say another way, how does strategy inform all management systems? So the idea is this. The strategy allows us to capture a clear image of the strategic objectives, their priorities, and how they work together, how they link to form strategic success. Now, from there, we can go into any of the four major aspects of management: managing, planning, performing, improving. Let's take a look at managing. Within managing, we need to do three core tasks. We need to be able to monitor performance. The strategy map, if you add on performance indicators, becomes a scorecard to allow management a 30,000-foot view of how the business is performing. The second thing is we need to align the organization to the strategy. We need to clearly communicate our strategic objectives, what they mean, and how they work to success, but make the communication in a way that's accessible to everyone in the organization. Finally, the manage aspect has to do with operating the business. How can we drill into those strategic objectives and understand what things are impacting them? Planning also has three components. Overall, inside planning, we need to be able to plan our strategy, take that corporate strategy and not only plan that, but understand how it cascades down to functions, brands, departments, regions, and so forth. Secondly, of course, we need to do financial planning. We should be able to take the same strategic drivers and use them as financial drivers for the business plan or driver-based planning. And finally, we need to plan people. We need to make sure that our human capital is also lined up to our strategies and strategic priorities. Performing has four major aspects to it. First, we need to make sure that we monitor performance, some form of dashboard, for example. Secondly, we need to be able to analyze the performance, begin to do hypothesis, cause and effect, and understand what things might be underpinning the performance that we've seen. Thirdly, we need to operate. There, I've represented this as an impact diagram, and you begin to see that some of these elements are going to exist in all four elements of management practices. And then finally, we need to be reporting this to various stakeholders, some of which should not be privy to the detailed operational information we see in a dashboard. Others, we need to assimilate and massage the data in a way that they can understand it. The final major management activity is improving. We need to do things around, again, being able to analyze the process improvement activities and be able to manage the improvements themselves. So these elements kind of make up the management system that we need to be successful in organizations. And these are the tangible representations of them. But in essence, each of these things are elements of managing, planning, performing, and improving. And in every organization, there's a different mix between the specific tools that are going to give you the best traction. The important thing to note, as with all of these models, is there's no beginning or ending to this. You can work on any aspect of these four elements and understand where the weaknesses are in your organization and build out the elements until that's no longer the weak spot. Since strategy is at the center, we can move from managing, planning, performing, and improving in any sequence at any time to deal with the specific issues inside your organization. To learn more about these concepts and other things, please go to pm2consulting.com.